What's up, guys? It's Phone Finds episode 39, and I got some pretty impressive stuff. Well, not exactly impressive, but I got some good finds, I guess. And it's more than one thing, it's more than two things, actually. It is. How many things, actually? 7 things, actually. Pretty nice. So, I guess let's just start with the worst find, which is this thing. It is the shell of an it's a shell of an iPhone. Oh, wait a second. Huh. This is a shell of an iPhone 4. Oh, it's a shell of an iPhone 4S, but apparently it's not. The shell of an iPhone 4, it's like no screen. It has the front camera and other sensors. It has the home button, which is loose, but does click. No logic board. Still has a speaker and everything. It has this battery, though, so that would be a good replacement iPhone 4 battery, I guess. Although that's confusing, because the next thing, will be the second worst find, is also, this could count more as a phone. This is an iPhone 4 that's missing the back and the battery, but this battery, it, doesn't fit. The connectors are different, I think. I don't know. Very strange. I'll have to try something off camera, because off camera that wasn't fitting. This has everything, like I said, besides the back and home button battery. It's in pretty nice shape. I did check the logic board is FMI off. It is a 16 gig, so that's cool. On to us. Actually, no. Still got some not so nice stuff. This is unfortunate. This is a Motorola Moto G3. It technically works, but the digitizer and screen is busted, so actually no, the digitizer isn't busted, but the screen doesn't show anything up, and you can type and stuff, and you can hear it buzz. And when you press the unlock thing, like you power it on and power it off, you'll hear it make sounds. It's unfortunate because this isn't your regular run-of-the-mill Moto G3. It's like gray or something. This has like a blue and purplish kind of thing going on. It reminds me of like Arizona tea, or kind of like the typical vaporwave kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing, but it's those kind of colors, which I think it's pretty neat. Call this the Arizona tea Motorola, I guess. Pretty neat. I wish it worked, but I will fix it. Screen replacements are very cheap. And thankfully, the last not great find, which is sad, is this iPhone 5S. It's FMI off. I'm pretty sure it's a 16 gig. It has this nice looking trident case on it. It turns the power button from a line to a circle. You can notice that small crack there. That is the problem. This crack looks small, but it is a very deep crack, so the digitizer is very messed up. Like, as you can see, I can't press, here's something. Can't even press that. And, oh, what the heck. Normally I can press the thing, but, oh, I think it died. Yeah, it died. The problem is, I remember I was trying to connect to my internet, but the way the digitizer's messed up, I can't even type my password, so I can't get past the... And you can't type anything. It's so hard to type because a lot of the keys don't work because of the digitizer being messed up. So you basically can't use it. I'll fix the screen though, or get my brother to fix the screen. I'll pay for it because, again, screens are cheap for this. And what's nice now is I actually have every color of the 5S now, because... Let me take this case off real quick. As you can see, it is gold. Yes, I have a gold, silver, and space gray. Woohoo. The case is the frame is in okay shape. It's a little dented up. Probably why they got the case to begin with, to hide this stuff and protect it better. Don't get them to deal with this. Oh, wait, no. That's why the mark is there. This is a really nicely made case, though. I'll say that. Well, onto some stuff that actually works. Now, this is an iPhone 3G. No, 3GS, a 3G with this case made by Incipio. I have multiple phones with cases by Incipio, and it's weird. This case feels like it's missing parts because it slides around and is super loose. Like, it doesn't fit that well, either. The phone does work, though. It's not locked because that wasn't possible with this phone. It's on iOS 4.2.1, so it's slow as you expect. Nothing works as you'd expect. Well, it works, but you can download very few apps, so having this, it's more of a collector's item than anything. It's not really usable. It's hard to tell on camera, but this thing has a almost perfectly like applied screen protector. It's also like it's hard to tell on camera, but like normally the screen looks kind of washed out in person. I was like, I don't know how to describe it. It like kind of looks like it's dirty all the time, but it's not. Like I'll try and get close to it to see if it's possible to notice. No, it's really hard to notice. It is a 16 gig. That's that. On to the next phone. Now this is an iPhone 4S. Yes, it is a 4S, just to make sure. It is a 4S, and thankfully no iCloud. It is not it has FMI off. It is on iOS 8.4, which is not common for these kind of phones. And this is surprising. Look how much space this thing has. This is a 64 gigabyte iPhone 4S. That is the highest end model you could have got back then. Like 64 gigs is still considered decent now, and this was 2011, so that would have been considered absolutely insane. It's on AT&T, like most of these phones are. Works perfectly. There's no problems with it. It actually doesn't feel that slow. I mean, it's because it's on iOS 8, the last good iOS for this version. Because iOS 9, everyone knows it's really slow. So yeah, the phone, the casing and the frame, whatever you call it, it's in nice shape. There's like one nick somewhere that's almost hard, like impossible to notice. Can't see it on camera too well. I can kind of see them because of the light. This thing has case marks. I wonder why the case is gone. Now, I think this is the best find. This is an HTC One X. It's a really cool phone. I like it a lot. Sadly, this is actually might not be sad. There's two versions of this phone. There's one that can have an NVIDIA Tegra 3 or Snapdragon S4. This has a Snapdragon S4, although I've heard the S4 is actually faster than an NVIDIA Tegra 3. It works totally fine. It actually might be unlocked already because this thing had a SIM card, but it wasn't an AT&T SIM card. It was a SIM card by a company named Lyca Mobile, or Lyca Mobile. I can't pronounce it all. It's spelled like Lyca Mobile. It's a T-Mobile I can't say it, MNVO, which kind of like Verizon with Page Plus, although no one uses that. AT&T with Cricket, like a mobile or whatever, however you pronounce it. It's like more for like people who want to call other people outside of the U.S. So it's really cheap. It's by T-Mobile though, but it's a T-Mobile thing. So maybe this phone is already unlocked. I will have to test it off camera. But yeah, it works fine. There's no issues with it at all. Excuse my notifications. As you'd expect with any AT&T phone, it has all kinds of bloatware. And yes, it made it look like my main phone. I like this phone, honestly. It's designed really well. It has a decent sized screen for the size. And like it fits in your hand really well. I heard this was a pretty decent phone in 2012. Now, let me show something real quick. Alright, so originally this shell thing had a case on it, and I've applied it to another iPhone 4, my CDMA iPhone 4, and look at this. It's so redundant. It's like not even a case to look like something else. It's literally just a case that tries to look like an iPhone 4, and like it's clearly it makes it look like a bootleg phone because you can see the fonts are all wrong. It's just, why would you want this? I mean, my only guess is like if you got the back cracked and didn't want people really noticing that much. Like from a distance it looks fine. Like this is the phone itself. Back's a little different, like with the text because it's a CDMA one. Wow, it's shiny. Yeah, no SIM card slot in this use thing. But yeah, look. This part's really shiny too. You can see my reflection. Yeah, you can see my reflection. Hey. But yeah, I've never seen one of these before. If I search up iPhone 4S like Apple case, I just get the official ones. And if I try to get like the closest I can to describe this in an image search, I get nothing. I just get fake iPhones, and there's like, I don't get it. I'm gonna keep this though. This is pretty unique. But yeah, besides this, get that out of here. So this is what I found. Pretty nice stuff. Good addition to the collection, even though some of the phones don't work, but that's okay. I can fix them. And the one without a battery in the back, give it a new battery in back. Easy. Now the shell, just keep it for parts. making that into a phone will be like basically just building another iPhone. So yeah, that's it for this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed.